Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And I hope that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world, okay? And I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves now and taking care of others if you can, okay? And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. And that you too are taking very good care of yourself and trying your best to take care of others. So much love to you all as well, my delicious little babies. Yes, so what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads, you deliciously bright. Now then, they are actually, aren't they, everybody? They're really super duper bright. Now then, I had a day off yesterday because I thought to myself, you know what, I needed to recharge. Do you see what I mean? So anyway, not to worry, because I have recharged. I'm feeling all super duper wonderful and delicious, okay? Now then, my weather in my old neck of the woods in the old UK, it may differ in other places, my delicious babies. Well, a slight bit of wind, very mild. It has been raining, it's raining, okay? Yes, it's still a little bit chilly, okay? It was more chillier yesterday, to be honest with you. So, you know, it's all to do with the zuzums. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? I just have to get it in, you see. Right, okay, so I've got a number of things to say today. My video will go on longer. Surprise, surprise, I always try my best. But it seems more often than not, I seem to fail, okay? I always go over my minutes, my delicious little babies. Oh, not to worry, okay? So, so if you do enjoy my video, please click on the like if you can find me. If you do enjoy my videos, you wish to subscribe, please subscribe, please feel free to comment. It's always welcomed. And very lastly, if you'd like to share, because sharing is caring. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so, okay, let's have a look. So we're back to this again, okay? So if you could please go on to old YouTube, okay, my delicious little babies. If you could please type in Bears Simone, Simone is in the name, okay? Milo and Luca, okay? Season 2, episode 1. So I shall repeat once more, my delicious little babies. Bears Simone, Milo, and it's either Luca or Lusa. Season 2, episode 1. If you look in the old subscribe, it should say Patrick Conley, and that's on YouTube, my delicious little babies. Yes, it's very interesting actually, to do with bears and everything, okay? Now, the second one, so if you could please tap into the old space bar, okay, please and thank you, my delicious little babies. Electric vehicles face new tax. Okay, so I shall repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. Electric vehicles face new tax. And then if you look in the old subscribe, it should say Jeff Taylor, Jeff Taylor, and he's on YouTube, okay? So, yes, well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Now, of course, I did a video quite a while back, when I was discussing about, these silly flipping Lego electric cars. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. And, of course, you still got some, God bless them, because that's all we can say. We've all, we seem to have believers, don't we, in this shite, okay? So, not to worry, hopefully we'll get some more wakey, wake up and smell the coffee, okay? So that's that, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, the next one is, so I'm ticking them off as I go along. Okay, the next one, if you tap into the old space bar, okay, please and thank you, my delicious little babies, Irish first. Okay, so that's in the old space bar, Irish first. And if you look in the old subscribe, well, that also says Irish first, okay? And that is also on YouTube, my delicious little babies. So I'm just ticking that off, okay? Now then, we've got the next one. See, I've got rather a lot today, my delicious little babies, as you can hear, okay? Now then, this one is on BitChute, okay? My delicious little babies, it's on BitChute, yes? So if you could please look for, you just type it into your search engine, BitChute. It should come up with like little row things. You just click on, news and politics. And then you just scroll down and you're actually looking for, it's just easier to do this actually. You're looking for banned video, okay, my delicious little babies. And what you're actually looking for, the title of it is The Chain Reaction Has Begun, okay? Humanity is winning, okay? So I should just repeat that once again. This is on BitChute. The uploader is called Banned Video and it is The Chain Reaction Has Begun. Humanity is winning. Special report, okay? So we should tick that one off as well, my delicious little babies, yes? Now, there's a song, okay, because everybody knows who've been so very kind to subscribe and to follow me for as long as what you have, my delicious little babies, yes? You know, some of you right from the beginning, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, thank you to you all. God bless you all, okay? Now, there's a song. Now, with me, right, I need to make this really very clear. Okay, it has to be super duper clear so that everybody understands this, yes? This is not to do with romance, okay? Now, either I would do a special video to do a topic or a subject of that nature, or it would pop up in one of my readings somewhere. Do you know what I mean? If it's to do with the videos that I do, okay? Which is concerning romance, okay? For some delicious and wonderful little babies out there, right? This is not about this. What I'm wanting you to do, my delicious little babies, is to take bits and pieces, the words out, there we go, out of the song. This is what I'm talking about, okay? So this has got absolutely nothing, I can assure you now, I look you flipping straight in the bird races, to do with romance, okay? This is what I need to, you know, make extremely clear here, okay? It is the words that are in the song and you just take bits and pieces out, okay? I mean, there may be some delicious little babies out there. There may just be some delicious little babies out there, you know, where, you know, this song, you know, may be, you know, very beneficial to them with their love life, but that is not what I'm saying about the song, okay, my delicious little babies. So this is on older YouTube, yes? And, it's called Don't Dream It's Over. Official music video in brackets. So, Don't Dream It's Over. Then in brackets, official music video. Then if you look in the old subscribe, it should say Crowded House. Crowded House. Okay, my delicious little baby. So I want to tick that one off as well, okay? There's always a method to what I do, my delicious little babies. I have to stop myself from saying method in my madness because at the end of the day, I'm not mad at all. Well, I mean, you know, I mean in a flipping happy way. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, on a serious note, you know, I'm not mad, you know. So it's almost as if, you know, they've sort of programmed, you know what I mean, to say certain things as we very well know. Okay, my delicious little babies. So let's turn the page because there's more. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so the next one, again, these are on, sorry, this one's on YouTube, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? So if you could please type into the old space bar, baseball player dies from heart attack, okay? So I should just repeat that again, my delicious little babies. Baseball player dies from heart attack. Then if you look in the old subscribe, it should say black and white sports. Okay, my delicious little babies, black and white sports. Okay, so that's on our old YouTube. Okay, now then, so that's that one ticked off. Now then, and of course, you know, with the black and white sports, not only do they discuss, you know, to do with, you know, to do with sport in general, okay? But it just seems very much that, it appears that they seem to be reporting on, shall we say, an awful lot of passings away, and God bless, you know, who they mention. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So it would pay you to listen to that as well, my delicious little babies, yes. Please and thank you. Now the next one. Now really you can find this on YouTube anywhere, okay? Or you can find it on BitChute, okay? But this one is, it's to do with Woody Harrelson. Now, some of you delicious little babies would have already heard, okay? But some of you other delicious little babies would not have heard. But Woody Harrelson, well, you know, he's an actor, isn't he? Okay? And there was just like a real small, short video of him where, you know, you see, here's the fact of the matter. He said it as it is. That's exactly what he did. Bang, bang, bang. He just told it as it is. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, which of course, you know, is going to upset the putrid lackeys. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because they're not alike in the truth, it seems. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, so anyway, good on Woody Harrelson, sorry. Okay, good on him. That's what I say. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because, of course, we need to keep speaking out about these things. Do you see what I mean? You know, and, you know, and putrid lackeys, you know, should not be allowed to get away with anything. No, they should not. Okay? So the next one is on BitChute. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? So, and what you'll be looking for, the uploader. So again, please just go on to a search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. And if you just type in BitChute, you'll see a little row, okay, of different topics and subjects, yes? Well, of course, you want to go to news and politics, yes? And then, of course, you just scroll down. Okay, that's the easiest thing to do, really, I'd say. Just to please scroll down, and the uploader that you're looking for is Pepe, with an I on the end. Pepe, okay? A double P and an I, yes? D-I, Capri, so it's Pepe Di Capri, okay? And what you're looking for, my delicious little babies, please and thank you, is Dr. Vernon Coleman, M for mother, B for Bertie, then CHB, C for Charlie, H for Harry, B for Bertie, DSC, D for Delta, S for Sugar, C for Charlie, anaesthetics, why you are in great danger. So I should just repeat that again, my delicious little babies, yes? Dr. Vernon Coleman, MB, CHB, DSC, anaesthetics, why you are in great danger. Okay, now the uploader, I shall repeat once more, is Pepe Di Capri on BitChute. Okay, so we can tick this off, okay? Now, me personally, I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, yes? I absolutely love, not in that way, my delicious little babies, I actually love Dr. Vernon Coleman, okay? Now, you see, what it is with me, my delicious little babies, I have been following, you know, to do with all of this, okay, from the beginning. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And for those of you who do not know, okay, who have, God bless you and thank you, subscribe to me, okay. I'm just letting you know that 3 weeks before the first lockdown, okay, I had my little birdies that I do, you know, have a really good friendship with, yes. My little birdies, okay, for 3 weeks before, yes, plus the fact that my dear spirit guide, yes, because we all have spirit guides, every single one of us, okay, some that we know and some, you know, because we naturally have our family as dear spirit guides who have gone into spirit, but we also have other spirit guides, okay. Now, they informed me 3 weeks before the first lockdown. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So that's just to put you in the picture for those of you who are new, you know, to myself. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So I knew what the crack was here, yes. I said back in 2012 to one of my beautiful and delicious dear little friends, Kaz, okay, who sometimes, God bless her, you know, comes on some of my videos with me, yes. And I said back in 2012 that we were going to have a World War, you know, we're going to have a World War III. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But of course, I could not say, you know, exactly what it was, okay? It's just the information that I was given, okay? So I'm just, you know, that's just giving you, do you know what I mean, a rundown on how I operate. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So I've been following these things from the beginning, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And I've also been seeing how it's been unfolding. And of course, you know, I've been doing my best to tell others, and God bless their beautiful dear souls, you know, but nobody listened. Very few anyway. Okay, my delicious little babies. So you see what Dr. Vernon Coleman's talking about, and God bless him, because at the beginning of all this, you know, he was really up, there we go, before I even say it, he was so upset about this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and the destruction and everything, and the illnesses and everything that it was causing. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. In fact, there was at one point where he was actually crying. God bless his beautiful dear soul. Do you see what I mean? He was crying about it, yes. Because, you know, to see others, God bless them, you know, be tricked into something or forced or coerced. Do you see what I mean? When they didn't know, you know, what they were taking, when they did not know what they were taking. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. It's really upsetting and it's very disturbing. Okay. And I've seen it myself many flipping times over this near enough 3 years. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. So anyway. So he's talking about, you know, like, and by the way, I'm not here to hurt, offend or upset anybody, okay? Anybody, dear women and ladies out there, you know, who may be experiencing difficulties with conceiving or anything like that. So please do forgive me. I'm not here to hurt, offend or, you know, upset anybody, okay? That is not my intention. That's not the kind of woman or reader that I am. Okay, I'm far from it. And anyone who really knows me knows this of me, okay? But the fact of the matter is, what Dr. Vernon Coleman is discussing on this particular video, which isn't very long, my delicious little babies, I do not even believe it's 8 minutes long, is that, you know, say like where you had a woman or a lady in labour, where they would, you know, naturally be given the opportunity to have gas and air. Okay, it's like where you have this, you know, it's like a mask, you know, you put it on, you go, you know, that, okay? Now, I personally, myself, actually, I personally tried it with my second daughter because I had no pain relief. I had absolutely nothing at all, okay? But, you know, it was a different, you know, she was, God bless her. I love both my beautiful little baby daughters, okay? How I love you, sir. God bless them. But I did have a difficult pregnancy with my second and, you know, daughter, yes. And they gave me the offer of the old gas and air, but it just was not for me. Do you understand what I mean? I'd rather, I know it sounds really to you all my delicious little babies, but I just suffered the pain. Do you understand what I mean? I just thought, okay, what will be, will be. If I'm going to be in severe pain, well, I'm going to be in severe pain. That's the way it rocks and rolls. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, but for a lot of dear women and dear ladies out there, well, it's like a godsend. Do you see what I mean? Because it just helps to ease the pain. Do you see what I mean? Because it is a very painful childbirth, to be perfectly honest with you, flipping well it is, okay? So like I say, this is not meant to offend or hurt or upset anybody out there who's experiencing difficulties, okay? But what he's talking about is that as well, and not only that, with the anaesthetic. So, of course, with the anaesthetic, yes, what he's talking about is that, you know, it's almost like, and the putrid lackeys are wanting to, you know, go back to the old-fashioned times. Do you see what I mean? It's either that or, well, put it this way, my delicious little babies, you could be having anything put into that anaesthetic. Do you follow me, my delicious little babies? Okay? So one has to be very, very, very using their old noddle, okay? But of course I know all of this. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? And of course, if I hear about anybody, you know, going under anaesthetic, well, that is a worry to me, and I have been hearing it. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, because nobody knows. Nobody knows what they're doing. Me personally, I've lost all trust, well and truly, in our health service. Yes, I have. That's me personally, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? I do not fall for this shite. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because that is what it is. It is shite. Do you know what I mean? And of course, you know, when you had the old pandemic, yes, where, you know, there wasn't even opening the hospitals, you know, because you had other YouTubers and everything, you know, walking round filming it, that hospitals were closed. And then you had flipping doctors and nurses doing TikTok videos. What's all that shite about? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Well, I'm telling you now, there'll be a lot of those doctors and nurses that won't be flipping laughing do you know what I mean, for very much longer, sorry. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? We shall see, won't we? Okay? Because it's not a flipping joke. If those of delicious little babies out here are really severely flipping poorly, and, you know, and in a lot of cases, God bless them, from what we've been hearing, okay, where, you know, at the end of the day, God bless them, going into spirit. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Yes. You see, this is what others out there must never forget about. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? But it does seem, unfortunately, that we do have a number, and we have to say God bless them. We do have a number who seem to just, forget all about it. Do you understand what I mean? Like nothing's flipping damn well happened. Well, it flipping has happened. And it's still happening. And just to let you all know, my delicious little babies, because there's going to be some delicious little babies who know, but there's going to be other delicious little babies who are not aware. Well, the plan's the next pandemic, haven't they? And the next pandemic is, wait for it, bird flu. Okay, my delicious little babies, bird flu. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, my delicious little baby, is just, you know, just prepare yourself. There we go, my shoulders there. Just prepare yourself. Do you know what I mean? Just do not put up with this shite. Do not fall for it. Do not stick your muzzles on. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, you do not fall for none of this shite. Okay, because that's what they want you to do. If you look at what they're doing, right? I look on all different places, okay? And if you look, and I said this actually on a video months back, right? You've got to see what the crack is here, right? Now, the fact is that, you know, you didn't need to wear your old muzzles, right? Well, I never wore one from the start, okay? No, I did not. I refused to. I'm not wearing no flipping muzzle for nobody. My dear mum, God rest her beautiful dear soul, and my dad, okay, gave me the flipping breath of life, not to keep me flipping trap shut. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And, you know, of course, you know, God bless us for those who are blessed to have a face. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? Your face should be shown. And especially when you got, you know, younger bairns and babies and little animals, God bless them all, they're all so beautiful, right? You know, they need to be able to understand you so they can read your lips, so they can see the expressions on your boat race. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Not to be flipping covered with a flipping muzzle. And neither was I definitely jab, jibby jabbed either, because I refused that as well. Do you know what I mean? One must always remember when the putrid governments ask you, in this case, telling you to do something and getting the putrid box in the corner of the room with the putrid flipping, fake flipping media, okay, who are also bought, right, to flipping force those out here to have this deathly jab, jab, jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Ones need to flipping cast their minds back, my delicious little babies, to what has taken place. So yes, and during this time, over the months, and I have said this, you got some with the old muzzles on, you know, and these old governments, the putrid governments, right, in our neck of the woods in the old UK and all over the world. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You had some with the old muzzle on and some without the muzzle on, yes? And then, of course, when they tell you mandatory, do you know what I mean? Well, mandatory does not mean that you must, that you have to. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? See, what you've got to remember here, and I've been saying this for a long time, yes? You have to look at the words, okay? You have to look at the words, what these putrid have been doing with the words. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So they changed the word, they changed the wording. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Just like when I was talking about with different languages, okay? The whole point of all of this exercise is to stop one from understanding another. So, yes. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So this is, you know, I just keep trying to explain. So yes, so Dr. Vernon Coleman, well, I do not keep trying. I am explaining it, my delicious little babies, yes? So if I seem, you know, that I get rather passionate sometimes, well, that's just the kind of woman that I am. I happen to care about what's going on in the world, okay? So if you could please take a listen to our lovely Dr. Vernon Coleman, okay? Not in that way, my delicious little babies. Now then, these are the two actually. These are also with the uploader on BitChute. So when you look at Dr. Vernon Coleman, for those of you who will even take the time, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. You can just, when that video is finished, okay, you just scroll down and then you'll go to these other two videos, okay? So I made it easier for you today, okay, my delicious little babies. So that's not, you know what I mean? I wasn't not being rude or disrespectful when I said that, yes? So what you'd be looking for with our Pepe Di Capri, okay, what you would be looking for is crimes of treason, and it's still on Pepe Di Capri, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? So we're going to tick this one up, yes? So you see, that's very interesting to listen to as well. Very interesting. All of these that I'm saying are very interesting to listen to, my delicious little babies, yes? If only for some delicious little babies, because I know that some delicious little babies follow things, yes, and God bless you all, okay? But for other delicious little babies, you know, if only, you know, you would even just take the time out your day, okay? But with our putrid governments and the putrid with everything that's gone on, okay? It's like what they wanted to do is just box you in, so you're like a flipping robot. Do you see what I mean? So you get up, you're flipping, you go to work. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, you spend less time with the families. You know, I did another video months ago anyway where I was talking about where, you know, I was talking to one of my neighbours across the road, you know, where, do you know what I mean? And he even said himself, you know, his daughter just doesn't, you know, have that time, much time to see him or to communicate with him. Do you see what I mean? Because that is what these and the putrid little lackeys want. They do not seem to like families. Do you see what I mean? Or they do not seem to like anyone who loves animals, little creatures, great and small, little and large birdies, yes? They do not like others to have friendships. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you know, like platonically and, you know, or even romance. They just do not like anything like that, okay? So I said before and I say it again, something very nasty must have gone on in their lives for them to behave, there we are, the way that they do. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies, yes? So this is very important as well. So this is this dear gentleman, not in that way, my delicious little babies, yes. It is this dear gentleman, and there's a dear lady, and not in that way, you know, of course not, okay, who's interviewing him, okay, but this is very, very, very interesting to listen to, my delicious little babies, and just to let you know that these videos have gone out, in my old dog and burn. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So that's very interesting to listen to as well, you know, and this is a genuine gentleman, you know, just like all others, Dr. Vernon, you know, Coleman and lots of other doctors now, do you see to me, who are speaking out about this putridness that's been going on. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. And finally, what we've got here, and again, this is all with Pepe Di Capri. Please let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. This is all with Pepe Di Capri, so it's very easy for you, so you don't have to come out of, you know, the videos and then scroll down again. It's all in the same, okay? And he happens to have some really good flipping uploads. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. So the one that you've been needing to look at, my delicious little babies, I'm a bit shoot again, you know, Pepe Di Capri, it's just all in the same. WHO, WHO, criminal acts, okay? The director of WHO, you know, the World Health Organization, Tedros, how are you pronouncing this now? Ghebreyesus, okay? In collusion with Gates, Fauci, Drost. Okay, so I will just repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. WHO, WHO, criminal acts, the director of WHO, Tedros Ghebreyesus, I don't know how you can pronounce it, in collusion with Gates, Fauci and Drost. Okay, and that's bitchy Pepe Di Capri, yes. Now, what this is talking about, so that's everything in my book, so I can close my book, everything's ticked off, my delicious little babies. Now then, so what this is talking about, you're listening to, sorry, for those of you who even take the time to listen, for others delicious, sorry, little babies will already know, but for other delicious little babies, you will not know, okay, my delicious little babies. So, and this is all different doctors, okay. Now, there's doctors, there was a gentleman from, where is it now? Pfizer. Okay, well, he's no longer at Pfizer anymore, actually, right? Well, it's all right, somebody's trying to get through to me at the moment. Sorry about that, my delicious little babes. I do not mean to be distracted, okay? I should get back to him shortly. I'll get back to you shortly. Anyway, let me just continue what I'm saying. So, yes, so you've got all these different doctors. So, anyway, and again, I have followed, you know, for the majority of them from the absolute beginning, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So I know exactly what they're saying. I know exactly how this is rocking and rolling. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but you see, how can I put this now, my delicious little babies? Yes, I mean, I find anything like this interesting, okay? That's just me, okay? So, you know, as much as I love my old tunes, which I do, you know, if I'm doing my cleaning or whatever I'm doing, do you understand what I mean? Yes, but if it comes to either listening to my tunes or listening to something like this, I'd rather listen, there we go, to something like this, okay? Right? But what's happening is, my delicious little babies, yes, is that, I mean, like I've noticed of late, you know, I've noticed of late, my delicious little babies, yes, that, you know, you've got more and more, and this is no word of a lie, my delicious little babies, I'm telling you straight, the way it is, okay, this is the truth now, right? There's more and more who are either avoiding me, you know, like where they do not wish to speak to me, they do not wish to, it's as though, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say this actually, because it needs flipping damn well saying, it's as though they do not want to speak to me, okay, because I was done telling them months before, and I'm not being nasty when I say that. So if anybody sees my video, let them see my video, because I tell it the way it is. Do you see what I mean? It's nothing that I would not say to their boat races. Trust me on that one. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But it's as though the ones who, shall we say, you know, or say someone who's came and had a healing with me or something like that, yes, well, they still speak to me. Do you see what I mean? Or you could get, you know, somebody else who, you know, they haven't had the old definitely jab, jab, jab. Do you see what I mean? Well, they still speak to me. Do you see what I mean? But I'm finding that the ones who have had that jab, 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 jibby jab, right? Well, it's as though they do everything in their power. They cannot wait to, do you see what I mean? Just to get away. That they do not have to engage in a conversation with me. And you know, the only thing that I can say to you, my delicious little babies, I'm not saying for every single delicious little baby who has had the jab, 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 jibby jab, right? I'm saying for some. And the one thing I want to say to you, my delicious little babies, okay, well, for a start off, let's just get real about this. They do not clothe me, they do not feed me, and they certainly do not pay my bills, okay? So therefore, in that case, you know, it's insignificant. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? But to me, if we look at this in, you know, a genuine, you know, like hand on heart, I can honestly say, how sad is that? How sad is that when somebody does not want to speak to you? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be in their boat race. Do you understand what I mean? And say, oh, you know, this, that, and that. No. I do not have to. I was done saying it months ago. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So I do not mention nothing like that. But it's almost as if they, you know, they do not want to engage in a conversation because it's like, oh, you know, because maybe deep in their heart, deep down, it's like, oh, you know, we've taken this. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And you know, and God bless them. Because, you know, I say that about anybody, my delicious little babies, you know, God bless them all. Do you see what I mean? Yes? And then, of course, you know, you got others where, you know, you could try and give them bits of information or advise them to go on this site or to go on that site. And they've got absolutely no interest whatsoever. Do you see what I mean? They'd rather avoid anything that I said. And they'd say, so how are you, Mia? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But, I mean, even now, I mean, you know, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, okay? The roads, I mean, you know, and I do not like this word, my delicious little babies, but I have to say it. It's as flipping dead as a dodo. There's just no real sign of life. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. And it's so sad, but do you see what I mean? But what I'm saying to you is, I'm not okay, let me just find a different way of putting this, my delicious little babies. Okay, if somebody does not want to speak to me, okay, because I said months ago and I was trying to warn, well, I wasn't trying, I was, okay, I was warning, okay. So, you know, if you do not hear, then you're going to feel it. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes? So, it does not bother me that certain, whoever they are, I will not say, do not wish to speak to me. That, and it's going to come across as being rather nasty to you, my delicious little babies. That does not bother me, actually. I'm not bothered at all about it. Do you understand me? If that's how they feel, okay, then there's nothing anyone can do. Do you see what I mean? It's what they, in their own hearts, in their own noddles, do you know what I mean, must deal with. It is not for me. Do you know what I mean? To deal with it for them. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But this is how, I'm giving you an example, my delicious little babies, of how in a way, there we go, before I even say it, how it's become divided. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. So this is, you know, absolutely the seriousness of all of this. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? And of course you've got other delicious little babies, God bless them, you know, where, you know, God bless them all, but, you know, you've got others where they know that they've made a mistake, okay, and then it's like, well, they deny. It's like in their old noddle, God bless them, it's like they're denying that they ever took anything. So that's another reason why, you know, that they do not want to think about it. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. And then you got others that are absolutely terrified. Yes, they're absolutely terrified, you know. And then, of course, you know, we hear cases where they're just not going to sleep. There we go, they're frightened to go to sleep. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. So I'm just explaining to you, okay, what I have been experiencing. Do you see? No, I'm not going to be horrible to anybody. Do you understand what I mean? I've given plenty hugs and a kiss on the cheek. Do you know what I mean? Even though they've had the jab, 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 jibby, jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because you cannot go round, okay, treating others like lepers. Do you see what I mean? Because they've taken something that very sadly there was not informed of what was in it. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes, so I mean, I'm not against anybody, but very sadly, I'm finding for a lot, you know, they'd rather just avoid even speaking to me. And, you know, like I say, I just find it really sad. Do you see what I mean? But I do not, you know, say to myself, oh, I got to flipping stay awake, oh, it gives me sleepless. No, it doesn't give me sleepless nights. If somebody does not want to speak to me, I'm not being disrespectful to anybody, my delicious little babies, but they're not worth my time. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So that's the way I see life. You know, if they want to come to me, have a conversation, sit down or stand and have a natter in the road. Do you see what I mean? When I'm out walking my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday, if they wish to do that, then that's fine. We're rocking and rolling. Do you see what I mean? But if they choose to walk straight past me, I'm not going to feel no way. It's not going to bother me. I'm just letting you know, my delicious little babies, the journey, okay, from when I first started doing my videos and all the different things that are taking place, how the roads are changing, how everything is just, it's like, it's a stillness, not in a very nice way. That's it, there we go, that's the only way I can explain it, really. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. So, you know, and of course, you know, I've got some in my old dog and burn, and this is not being disrespectful, my delicious little babies, but some may look at the videos that I send out. You know, all I'm doing is giving them information, you know, and for them to pass on to others, like off different sites and everything, yes. But you've got some who look at it, and then you've got some very sadly who choose not to. And again, I repeat once again, how sad is that? Do you see? Because I know if it was me, my delicious little babies, okay, and I do not feel that I'm going on, no I do not. If it was me and somebody came up to me and said, do you know what, Mia, you know, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. Well, I'd be more than, there we go, I'd be more than happy to look. Because I say to myself, you know, one must not be ignorant. Do you understand what I mean? If they really feel that it is important to look, then I shall say, oh yes, well, what is it? Or please send it to me and I shall have a listen. Do you see what I mean? And then I would then, you know, feed it out to others. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Or say it on my camera to you all, my delicious little babies. Do you see? But very sadly, this is what we are up against. But I strongly suggest that you please listen to these videos for those of you delicious little babies, you know, not for the ones who do know. I'm talking to delicious little babies who do not know. I strongly suggest that you listen to these videos and that you please pass the videos on. This is so super duper important. Okay? I mean, I cannot stress this enough. But, you know, we're in, I said before and I say it again, we're in really, really, really difficult times. Really bad. I mean, I have had delicious little babies, God bless them, who have come up to me, you know, over the months. Do you understand what I mean? I have. Where they've said, you know, Mia, you know, if they've taken one of the jabs, do you see what I mean? Jibby jabs, yes? And they've said, oh, I'll never take another one, or do you know what I mean? Yes? And then, you know, then there's been others, and there's another gentleman as well up the road, actually, you know. I seen him a couple of months ago, and him and his dear wife, oh, they're so lovely and dear, God bless them. They've been married, oh gosh, 30 odd years. And he said, no, he said, do you know what I mean? If I stand and have a quick natter, you know, when I'm out, yes? Well, you know, and I'm explaining, do you know what I mean? And he says, no, he says, thank you, Mia. He said, you know, he said, it's really nice. He said to have, I don't like this word, but we have to use it. You know, it's not I don't mean it's his fault saying, do you know what I mean? But he said it's nice to have people like you to explain. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But can you see the different levels? And this is what's happening. So you've got the ones who just shun everything, do not want to know. You've got the others who they know that they've made, there we go, a mistake, okay, God bless them. And I'll say God bless everybody, you know, that they've made a mistake, yes, but they wasn't to know what was in the jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? And then, of course, you know, so you've got different sets, and then you've got the other delicious little babies where they know what they've taken, but they're now, it's like, how can I explain it? It's like they're processing things now in their mind, okay? They're paying attention. Do you see what I mean? Like even some of them, you know, going to protests, we've heard that all over the months. Do you see what I mean? Where they're joining. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But to me, this is not something, my delicious little babies, that should ever, in a million years, under any circumstance, be forgiven. No. I mean, we are talking about generations to come. Do you see what I mean? And God bless them, you know, generations that very sadly, God bless them. And I'm sorry to say this, but it has to be said, who should have been there, but very sadly will not be there. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, okay? Because, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? You know, you've got, months ago, wasn't there? There was in Scotland, you know, there's an investigation into it, you know. I mean, God bless all the dear little babies and their dear little mummies and daddies. You know, miscarriages and all sorts of things, God bless, going on. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, you know, we do not know, you know, what this is going to do. I mean, we know what's been going on. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but we do not know what's going to... So, you know, you're going to be having, like, generations where they cannot reproduce. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So that's what I'm saying. But no, I'm not horrible towards anybody, not at all. But if ones choose not to talk to me, I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. You know, you just have to leave them, there we go, God bless them, you just have to leave them just to come to terms with things themselves. Do you see? And that's the sadness of all of this. But the putrid box in the corner of the room and the putrid flipping fake media, right? They need to be flipping banged to rights, as well as others, the putrid governments and all of them. Should just boot them all out, every single one of them, and the monarchy. Do you know what I mean? I'll never see that flipping Charlie boy as a flipping king. No, I flipping will not. And he's part of the flipping WEF, isn't he? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And then, of course, in the midst of all of this, so no, I'm not going to forgive. And I'm certainly not going to forgive the way that they treat us, the ones who refused to take the old, see my ears buzzing, okay? The ones who refused to take the old jab, 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 the jibby jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, all globally, the way that we were treated. Do you know what I mean? Because we refused to put something in our body that the putrid governments told you to put in. So if they said go and play with the traffic, would others go and play with the traffic? So I'm not being nasty when I say that, my delicious little babies. It's just that there's one thing we must learn, isn't it? That with the putrid governments, when they tell you to do something, you do the opposite. That's what you do. And then in the midst of all of this, everybody, you've got, because others are just too busy, not being disrespectful, okay? But you've got others who are too busy, about their elections and, these different parties and things like that. Yes, okay? Well, do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Like, this is nothing that's been happening, like it means nothing. And you still got them, that bloody Vonda woman, flipping Rishi, the flipping little frog, and flipping all of them, right? And they're still walking around laughing. What is wrong? What is wrong with... This is just... I don't know what to say anymore, my delicious little babies. I really do not know what to say. Because, there really needs to be big time. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so for the delicious babies, okay, who are coming to terms with things, there we go, yes. Okay, coming to terms with what's taken place, yes. Okay, because it's something, God bless them, that they simply cannot ignore forever. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, you see, what we need is all of us, you get together, yes, and we not only bang them to, there we go, we not only bang them to rights, but we boot them all out. I keep saying this over the months. We boot out the putrid governments. We boot out the putrid flipping fake monarchy, right? We boot out the flipping fake flipping stream media who's helped to cause what's going on now. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And yet they still sit there laughing, finding everything amusing, all of them. Okay? At the end of the day, then you've got doctors who have been, quite happy to take a good ka-ching, pound, shilling and pence, pretty penny to jab, jab, jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so then you've got the other ones, because we have to say God bless. Then you've got the others, okay, who have finally woken up. Hello, dong dong, ding ding, wakey wakey. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And then you've got some who have actually been tricked themselves into taking it. Well, it's not so funny then, is it? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, but this is what we need to do. And of course, we do have rights, we have the Constitution, we have all these different things. Do you see what I mean? My thing, which is what I've been saying over the months, and I am going to say it, why is it taking, this is my question, my delicious little babies, so I'm going to ask the question again. Why is this, there we go, taking so long? This is what I want to know. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. And of course, we could just end all of this shite. And of course, there's no point, and I keep saying this, getting other parties, okay? So, you got Labour, you got Conservative, and then you got other parties. What is the point? If you get other parties in, hello, common sense, if you get other parties in, even if they went in with the best of intentions, even if they went in with the best of intentions, who's going to be paying them? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So we have to see here who is, using whatever tool, okay, for their own selves. Because these wanting to, with parties and everything, it will never change, my delicious little babies. It will never change unless we, all of us globally, there we go, unless we change it. And that is a fact of the matter, my delicious little babies. So for those of you who even take the time to listen to me, okay, now, I have been noticing, I've noticed for a long time now. At the end of the day, it's almost as if, okay, and that's just the way it rocks and rolls, yes? If anybody wishes to share my videos, well, please feel free, and thank you. But at the end of the day, it's almost like, somebody like me shouldn't even be seen. You've heard of that old-fashioned saying, you should be seen and not heard. Well, I should obviously not be doing either. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? But I want to keep saying it. But I've got absolutely nothing against anybody who has very sadly chosen to take the jab. No, I do not. However, what I do have to say is, they need to start waking up. You cannot just, like an ostrich, just bury your head in the sand and hope that it goes away, because this is not going to go away, my delicious little babies. No, it is not. And for those of us delicious little babies, out here who do know, we already know. There we go. We already know this. But for others, they just simply do not want to listen. And I know it's really upsetting for a lot to hear. But now they've got to start waking up, smelling the coffee and seeing what has been done, which is wicked, putrid. To the point of evil, isn't it? Well, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? What's being done? And now they want to do another flipping pandemic, like I just said earlier, with the bird flu. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? But I stand by what I say, there are, God bless the beautiful dear souls, more waking up to this. Yes, there is. Do you see what I mean? But the worst thing that anybody can do now is fall for this shite again. This is where it's got to stop, my delicious little babies. And something else, and these putrid flipping piece of shite are flipping governments and flipping globally cannot just flipping make up rules as they go along. No, the flipping damn well cannot. I do not care what anyone tells me anyway. And I know it seems to some, do you know what I mean? They do not like what comes out my trap, what comes out my mouth. Well, what a shame. If somebody does not want to listen to my video and have listened up to this point, well, thank you. But for others, they do not want to listen to me. Well, just skip my channel, just do not listen at all. Do you know what I mean? But, we have to speak the truth here, to say what is going on. This is, like I said before, and I say it again, these cannot get away with what they have done. And it cannot just be flipping forgotten about. And for the ones of us out here who are trying to do you understand what I'm saying to you, yes? Who are getting information out and over these years, been saying to others and everything like this, yes? Do you know what I mean? I'd quite happily stand in a town centre myself and say things and get leaflets myself and hand leaflets out. But of course, I'm one woman. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And many, they either do not want to stand by you, very sadly, to say it's the truth. They don't fancy standing there all day in the cold. Do you understand what I mean? Or for 3 or 4 hours. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? So for many, they wouldn't even want to do it. For others, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, they're brainwashed, they're past the point of no return, we cannot help them. And for others, God bless them, they're just, either living on their nerves and they're not wanting to know what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, I'll be stood there all flipping day talking to myself. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? I mean, I know they say that Rome was not flipping built in a day, but that would just be flipping ridiculous. I mean, I could stand for weeks and weeks on my own. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Nobody would even bother to, do you know what I mean, to help to spread the word. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So I haven't given up. I haven't given up on nothing. I shall carry on. But it's just finding another way, you know, I don't know, it's to you know, just try and find another way. But, you know, I mean, sometimes it does prove difficult, my delicious little babies, when you're trying to think of a way. Do you understand what I'm, you know, other than all the obvious, dong dong? Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? But, you know, the fact is, these cannot get away with this. Because they get away with this and they're all still laughing. Yes, they're still laughing. There we go, get it right now. Right, like nothing's happened. Okay, you let them get away with this, they're going to get away with other things. This is why we draw the line. You say no, 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 no. Okay? So, like I said before, and I repeat once more before I leave my video, my delicious little babies, any other parties and say, oh, you know, come to this party, come to that party. Yes? No. That is the best advice I can give you all, my delicious little babies. Yes, for those of you who vote, yes? Because, like I said before, and I'm going to repeat again, they could have the best intentions in the world. There we go. Because for some of them, they do. But by the end of it, they're bought as well. And we go, it's just like a circle, circle, circle. We're back to bloody square one. So yes, I have been calm on my video, and yes, I have had a moan as well. Do you understand what I mean? But I've got to be honest with you, my delicious little babies. There are many times, I mean, I love to have a laugh actually. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I'll come off my video and I'm just, do you know what I mean? I'm just my normal little self. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? But the fact of the matter is, what pees me off is how many... And even when they can see what's going on, it's like, oh, okay. No, it's not flipping well okay. It's flipping not okay. And I tell you something else, dear God, Jesus Christ, please, God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, our dear Creator, I'm telling you, you know, if it was to be, I'm just talking personally as a mother now. If anything was to happen to my daughters, let me tell you, and I'm telling it straight on the camera right now, I'd want flipping blood. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be happy just with flipping talking and chatting. No, I flipping well wouldn't, because that's not how I flipping operate. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I am. So I can be the loveliest woman in the world. Yes, I can. You come to my flipping daughters, be a very flipping different matter. I'm telling you that now, my delicious little babies. And this is how more, God bless them, should be. Do you see what I mean? I mean, we've got teenagers having heart attacks. We've got little bairns having heart attacks and falling really poorly and everything. Things happening to, God bless them, all of them, little babies. We've got adults that are, you know, in their teens and then adults in their early 20s and everything passing away. They cannot keep calling it sudden adult death syndrome. No, they cannot. Since when have we heard of this? For those of us ding, ding, dong, dong, who are flipping paying attention. There we go, to things. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? You know, there's got to be a lot more now flipping getting on the ball here. They really need to get on the ball and very flipping quickly. Anyway, so that's my video, my delicious little babies. I'm not going to say no more. Yes, I've gone on, you know. If I do not get one view. Do you know, I've got to be honest with you, my delicious little babies. I'm going to continue to come in front of the camera. I'm going to continue to say what I've got to say. And then if I need to speak my mind, I shall speak my mind. I'm going to continue giving out information. And if it just ends up where you just get 1 or 2 views, well, then that's the way life goes, isn't it? I'm just going to keep doing it. You know, but like I say, all I'm doing is letting you all know my feelings and different things over the months and months and months, and how There are some out there, God bless them, how they're changing, how their personality's changing, how the more and more jab, jibby jabs that they're having, and the changes. And then I'm talking about the roads and everything where things are changing. There we are. So all I'm doing is just letting you know in different stages what's going on here. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. But like I said, you know, something needs to get to, do you know what I mean? It's no point having any other parties, no point voting for any of these pieces of shite. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because it's just no good. There we go. In the long term, it's just no good. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Yes, nothing will get done. Never does. Okay? So that's my video. So thank you so very much for those of you who even take the time to listen to me, my delicious little babies, yes, and how I love you also. And much love to you all, and God bless, okay? I've already said take care, so please, you know, just please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others if you can, okay? Because there's going to be lots out there who are going to be needing help, okay? God bless them. And please continue to feel the love, okay? And also, you know, give the old shake of the old hand, pat on the old shoulder, and with some family members, some friends, some work colleagues, you know, please give them a great big hug and tell them that they're juicy, delicious, beautiful, and you love them, okay? Until my next video, my delicious little babies, okay? You just take care now. God bless. Thank you. Goodbye.